What's going on, EOP sports fans? It's your main man, Sal G, back up with you tonight on a disappointing night, to say the least. Man, this was a tough game to watch. We were all riding high on that 7-game win streak that the Phils had. Just loving life, loving every minute of it, loving going to the ballpark. Oh man, is anybody else like I feel like honestly, like I feel like a piece of my soul came out. I know it's April, and I'm not trying to exaggerate, man, but it was just heartbreaking just watching this loss. It was just like, like your balloon deflated. It's just yeah, it's just hot, hot shit. Hot steaming pile of shit is what it was. In case you don't know by now, the Phillies lost. The Phillies lost 8-1 to the Reds tonight. Pitching wasn't working tonight. The bats weren't hitting. It was just one of those games. It was a crappy game. It was game 2 of the series. The Phillies took the first one, which was nice to see, but yeah, they just couldn't do anything today. I'm not going to. I got to give the Reds some credit, right? They pitched well enough, and their offense obviously came to play tonight. Their bats were live and smoking some shots there, but it's just yeah, it's just a disappointing game. But anyway, you know me. You should know me by now. I'm Sal G. Follow me at Sal G Philly on X Twitter. Make sure you follow EOP Sports on all the social media platforms. You know where they're at. I don't have to name them all. And please like, comment, and subscribe to our content. It really means a lot to us. Helps us out very much. So, yeah. Just want to thank our sponsors real quick. We're going to go thank Streetlight Kitchen and Bar. We're going to thank Dave Cherry at Cherry Law Firm. Thank Dolan's Bar. Thank Sherry'sTickets.com, PhillySportsTrip.com. And yeah, I mean, God, that game, it just was straight ass. It was a sloppy game. Just as soon as we thought we got past all those errors, we had 3 tonight. One of the errors, the error was caused by the guy sliding in the home and the ball hit him. Unfortunately, that's an error because the ball goes away and runners can advance and all that. But that sucked. So let's see what happened here. So Christopher Sanchez. Well, we'll start from the beginning, I guess. Top of the first. What happened? What we have here? We had Bohm. He extended his hitting streak. He's got what is it? He's got a 7-game hit streak going now. He's on fire. He's doing well. It was nice to see that. Yeah, it's just shoot, man. Just it's just an ass game, man. I couldn't get over it. It was a sloppy game. It was 1-1 in the first, and then the game broke open, and we had errors starting off in the first inning. Then we had errors again. A couple more errors in the bottom of the third. We had 2 errors there. We had a throwing error by Pache. We had wild pitches by Sanchez. He was totally off his game tonight. It's a far cry from what he did last game, where he went 6 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, and 1 earned run. He got smoked in this one. Didn't last long. He only went 3 innings. But then that bottom of the third, I mean, that killed us. That was the end of the game. It was tied 1-1, the third inning. Pache's throwing error, two wild pitches by Sanchez, and then we had the Bohm the catching error at first. Turner made a nice play. The throw might have been a little wild or wide. Bohm probably should have had it, but because his glove touched it and it just got by, that was an error. So yeah, and then after that, it was just all Reds from there. Let's see, we got comments here. Star Wars says this is why you don't fix something that's not broken. Uh Elaborate more, Star Wars. I like to hear more of your take there. What you mean? Um, a concern I do have is we have Turnbull pitching tomorrow, and this could be his last game starting for the Phillies. Let's hope not, because this guy's been a house of fire. I know he doesn't have the innings. He only threw 31 innings last year. 31 innings. And I know, he can't go much more than that this year. At most, 50 more innings on top of that. 50 innings on top of that, so he can go 81 possibly at most. Um, you know, if I'm the manager, I'm not taking him out. I'm going to ride him like a shooting star and just ride him till he burns out, and then that's it. And then we'll deal with it when it happens. Walker coming into the rotation. I didn't hear yet that Turnbull's getting bumped, but I imagine he is. As of now, I heard he's starting Friday, I believe, with the San Diego series, and he'll be slotted in between Ranger Suarez and Sanchez, and that would break up your lefties there. So Walker coming in, I don't like it, but I understand why they're doing it. They're paying this guy boatloads of money, 18 million this year, and then 18 million next year, and the year after that. If this were the last year of his deal, I could see them just saying, you know what, we're just going to put Walker in the bullpen, let him go, or let him be our long man, and just see what we got with Turnbull. You got Turnbull on the 1 year deal. He's probably going to go back if he's not going to be part of a 6-man rotation. I guess he's going to be your long man. They're going to give Walker every opportunity to succeed because you do have this guy beyond this year. So, you know, maybe there's a chance. I mean, you can never have enough pitching, right? But maybe they can build him up enough where they can move him for another piece, whether that's a bullpen piece, a bench bat piece, or maybe a starting player on the team if somebody gets hurt or something like that. But I mean, you hate to get rid of a surplus of pitching if you have it. I don't know how good Taiwan Walker is going to be. His velocity's down. He didn't look that good in his last rehab outing. So we could see, but I imagine he might have a short leash. Maybe they let him start 2, 3, 4 games, and if he bombs, maybe they go back to Turnbull. So we'll see what happens. Star Wars saying the lineup was not good today. Yeah, Topper went again. He tried to go all max out righties, um, a righty heavy lineup, benching Marsh. Obviously, Harper wasn't available today because he's on paternity leave, expecting his third child. So congrats to him. I'm not sure if he were in the lineup today, if it would have mattered or not, but because we got smoked. But yeah, it was Bohm was playing first. You didn't have Cody Clemens because he's a left-hander. So again, Thompson's just going right-handed heavy here, and yeah, the lineup did not do well. A lot of O's going through. But yeah, before we go, let's go ahead and break down the box scores. But before we go ahead and do that, let's hit you up with this beautiful thing happening soon at Dolan's Bar, Saturday, May 25th. Please come out for Wiffle Ball Mania, Dolan's Spring Classic. I know they've done this last year. Mickey Morandini is going to be there this year. He was there last year, but this year he's bringing his buddy with him. Yes, that's right, Mr. John Kruk, big time mullet, big time beer chugger, hot dog eating, fastball smashing. That's our man right there. He's coming out. Come on out. I'm going to be there. We're going to have our EOP Fighting's final crew that's going to be there. I'm sure other EOP guys will be there, and you never know who else could show up. We might have other Phillies there, other special guests. We'll see. So come on out. Make sure you come out to Dolan's Bar, and yeah, we'll have a good time. Tell PJ that EOP sent you. All right, let's check out these box scores here. Like I said, nothing to write home about for the Phils. All we could muster up was one run in this game. Schwarber went 0 for 4 with a walk. Trey Turner went 0 for 4, and that was a shame because his hit streak of, I had it here, 11-game hit streak comes to an end with that 0 for. So that was sad to see. JT Realmuto went 1 for 4 with a hit and a run. Alec Boehm went 2 for 4. He is hotter than fire right now. 2 for 4 with an RBI. He has a hit streak going. What's his hit streak? His hit streak is 7-game hit streak. All right, so he can keep it going, and he's crushing right now. He's batting, probably close to 500. He was batting 455 yesterday. Went 2 for 4 today, so that average went up. Nick Castellanos went 0 for 4. He didn't do anything with the bat. He made a nice sliding play in right field, diving for a ball late in the game, which was nice to see. He's been working on his defense. I feel like he does those plays. Almost every other series we see one of these diving, sliding plays by Nick. So Whit Merrifield got himself a hit, 1 for 4. Christian Pache 0 for 3 with a walk and a K. Mundo Sosa 0 for 2 with a walk. And Johan Rojas, look at this, 1 for 3 with a walk. He struck out once, and he's got himself a 5-game hitting streak. And you know what? A week ago, we all thought this guy had no chance. He's going to get sent to the minors. Phillies are playing with 8 batters. Well, guess what? He's batting .267 right now. You know who's batting better than? Whit Merrifield, who's batting 143. Nick Castellanos, who's batting 184. JT Realmuto batting .232. And Schwarber batting .200. So I guess this means we got to send all these guys down to the minors. Keep Rojas up, send Schwarber down, send JT down, Nick down. Man, some of these guys got to step up. Well, on the red side, I don't feel like going through all this, but I'll go through the score. Let's go through the scoring summary. I'll go through that with you guys. In the first inning, we had Boehm doubled to deep left. Realmuto scored. And then in the bottom of the first, Encarnacion Strand doubled to right. Steer scored, and Candelario went to third. In the third inning, Encarnacion Strand singled. He got another hit to shallow left. Stevenson scored. And then there was that throwing error by Pache. And Encarnacion Strand ended up moving to third on that play. Martini was then safe at first on Boehm's fielding error, which originally was an error given to Turner, but they flipped that later in the game. De La Cruz and Encarnacion Strand scored. Martini went to second. And then Espinal singled to shallow center. Martini scored. That was your third inning, right? That point of no return for the Phillies. They were down 5-1 at that point, and Reds never looked back. Fifth inning, you got big, strong, man, Ellie De La Cruz homer to left. Man, I mean, that was an opposite field home run, and he blasted that almost 400 feet. So that was impressive. That was a 2-run shot to make it 7-1. And then eighth inning, after Espinal got a bow tie by Ricardo Pinto, he ended up giving him the middle finger with a home run to left field and made that an 8-1 game. And that was all she wrote for the Phils. Ah, boy. So, yeah, it was a sloppy game with the errors, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Phillies couldn't score any runs, so. And the Reds had an error too, but it didn't matter in this one. On the pitching side of things, Christopher Sanchez, talked about him. Stark contrast from last start. He didn't do well at all. He only went 3 innings. Gave up 4 hits, 5 runs. Only one of them were earned because of all those errors, but 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. He didn't have it today. It just wasn't his night. And then Junior Marte came in to relieve him. He gave up he went 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, and he struck out 1. And not so good of an inning for him. It was nice to see Orion Kerkering get some work and give us zeros across the board, a scoreless inning. And Matt Strom continues to do Matt Strom things. He struck out 1 and gave up no hits. And then Ricardo Pinto came in, and he's making a case that he's going to be the one sent down when Taijuan Walker gets back onto the roster. So he went an inning, gave up a hit. That was a home run to Espinal, and he struck out 1. And on the other side, the Reds, Andrew Abbott, he only went four and a third innings, gave up 2 hits, a run, 1 earned. He walked 4 and struck out 3. So he didn't really have a hot start. And he was relieved by Cruz. He went a 2/3 of an inning with a strikeout. Buck Farmer, that's Buck Farmer's a name straight out of Delco. He went 2 innings, gave up a hit, and he struck out 1. And Emilio Pagan, and I feel like he's been in the league forever. He pitched 1 inning, no hits. And then Sam Mole came in, and he pitched an inning with 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and that ended the game for the Phils. What can you say? This is one of these crap games, man. You hate doing a post game when it's one of these deflating wins because they're riding high on that streak. You love to see that, and then you just get this downer of a game. So, that's baseball, right? All right, let me go ahead and let's pull up some more ads for you guys because I know you love supporting our sponsors, and we love that. All right, here we go. We got it. What you see here, this is the ultimate trip. This is from PhillySportsTrips.com. If you're a Philly sports fan and you want to travel with your favorite team, then travel with the best. Go to PhillySportsTrip.com. They have self-travel packages, full travel packages available with round-trip flights for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, Sixers, and the Union. They even offer a day trip for more local games. You can see right here, you got a local game. That's Baltimore. It's 90 minutes down the road. That's on June 15th, 2024. Go ahead and give PhillySportsTrips.com a check and tell them EOP sent you as well. And don't forget, have tons of other games. We got the Eagles. Don't forget about them. That Brazil trip that they had, I believe, is sold out, but they might have other away packages for some Eagle games you can go to. And don't forget about this game we have in Wrigley Field, the Chicago Cubs. That's right. The Phillies are going to be there during the 4th of July week, July 3rd to the 7th. Come on out to PhillySportsTrip.com. Book your trip to Baltimore and Chicago. Why not? Double dip. Have a great summer. All right, I'm going to take a look at some of these comments. Comments are lit up. Star Wars says Bohm got to stay at third. Yeah, well, after that error, I don't disagree. He's been honing his craft at third, and ever since I Love This Place happened, I feel like he's been playing great at third. Jameson says that game sucked. Yes, it did, Jameson. That was not fun to watch at all. Mitch checking in. What's good? What's going on, Mitch? Mitch is one of our content creators here on the Edge of Philly Sports. Please make sure you check out all his great content. I know he's doing a lot with the Eagles, the Sixers. Mitch is all over the place. I think he does wrestling too. Give Mitch a follow. Check him out. Check him out on our channel. Walter says, as soon as there's all this hype, the starting pitcher doesn't get it done. It was a letdown game. And you know what's going to happen tomorrow, right, Walter? Turnbull's going to go like 6-7 innings, give up 1 earned run, strike out like 6-7 guys, and that's going to be like, back to the bullpen for you, young man. That's probably what's going to happen. Jameson says, we lost when Abbott walked 3 straight at the bottom of our lineup, and then the dangerous part of our lineup came up and tried to go yard instead of getting base hits. Yes, thank you, Jameson, for bringing that up. I forgot that point. That was really the only rally we had. The Phillies, yeah, they had the bases loaded, walked, and they couldn't cash in. He was struggling at the top of the fifth there. Schwarbs ended up striking out looking. Then they took uh, they took Abbott out of the game. Cruz relieved Abbott. Turner struck out swinging. Real Muto lined the center. Ends your rally. Three men left on base. That's the worst. Star Wars 99 says, I was scared when Rojas hit that wall. Yes. That was amazing catch by Rojas in the bottom of the fourth, slamming into the center field wall. He robbed Spencer Steele of extra bases, and he was really slow to come up. And as the seconds just kept ticking by, they turned into minutes. I was like, oh, shoot, he's hurt because Turner ran out there, Trainer were out there. That was several minutes, and then he got up, walked, under his own power, stayed in the game, ended up legging out a base hit at the end of the game in the ninth inning to extend his hitting streak. So I think his legs are fine because he wouldn't have been able to do that. But yeah, that was a scary moment for sure. 23 men left on base tonight. Holy smokes. Is that correct? Wow. That's crazy. Jameson says DFA Pinto. Yeah. Man, remember when when he first came on the team? He went 4 innings and was like unbelievable. But Jameson say David Bell is a dork. He was way more likable in 2005. Why would Pinto hit someone on purpose, losing 8-1 with his career on the line? No, you're you're right. When David Bell came out after the brushback, then the hit by pitch, he looked like he was telling the umpire, get this guy out of the game, throw him the hell out. What's this guy doing? He's head hunting, he's hitting my guys. But yeah, why would he do that? Right? You're down seven. I don't see any reason for that. But Reds got the payback, right? When that brushback happened to Espinal, he ended up just depositing it in the left field for a home run. So that's how you get back at guys when they throw at you and hit at you, even if it's on accident, right? You make them pay with the bat. I did find it funny when Thompson did review the play at the end when it's 8-1, and maybe he did. Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I was like, he's just doing this to rub David Bell the wrong way because of what David Bell was doing. But I think he just wanted to try and get Johan that hit so we can extend that streak, because again, it was meaningless at that point, right? But it was good to see. But I was laughing at that moment, those moments there. Same lineup plus Stubbs tomorrow. We'll be lucky with this. We split this series. Well, in a 4-game series, if you can split, I think that's a win. I know you didn't technically win this series, but it's tough to win 3 out of 4 on a 4-game set. So if you go 2-2, I'm cool with that. Yeah, let's hope we don't see that. Yeah, Stubbs probably has to play tomorrow. They're riding JT hard for sure. Bryce named the kid Cody. Oh, really? Did he really? He had the baby and he named him Cody? That's cool. Awesome. Star Wars. What a waste of a roster spot. Send Pinto back to single A. Wow, single A. Not even triple. You're skipping 3 levels. Man, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Star Wars. He, he he pissed me off tonight. Cody Clemens needs to play tomorrow. Yeah, he might. Forgot who's pitching for. I'm gonna check. Got to know this stuff, right? Come on, Sal. What's going on with you? I know Turnbull's pitching for the Phillies. Who the heck is pitching for the Reds? And as I look this up, hey, I'm getting better at this though, right? I'm getting better at running these consoles here, multi screens. Nick Lodolo, he's pitching. He's a solid pitcher. He's coming off a leg injury, a tibia injury. It's a broken leg, but he's been having some complications with it. So far he's come back. He's looking pretty good. He throws left-handed Star Wars, so I don't know that Cody Clemens is going to play. I think you're going to have Thompson stack the righties again, but we'll see what happens there. But they might play him anyway. I'd like to see Marsh play again. I don't want to see Marsh sit back-to-back games, even though they're against lefties. Let him play sometimes against lefties, right? And you know what? If you prefer Bohm at third, then yeah, maybe give Clemens a shot. I don't think they're going to put Marsh and Clemens both in there though. All right, what else we got here? I want to go into the box scores. Let's break down the box scores for you. All right, in the bottom of the ninth, we have the Dodgers leading the Nationals 4-1. At in Minnesota, we have the White Sox leading the Twins 3-2. At Wrigley Field, we have the Cubs leading the Astros 6-2, and in Kansas City, excuse me, we have the Royals up on the Blue Jays 3-2 in the bottom of the seventh. At the top of the seventh, we have the D-backs all over the Cardinals 14-1. In the top of the seventh, we have the Mariners over the Rangers, leading the Rangers 4-zip. And in the top of the fourth, we have the San Diego Padres leading the Colorado Rockies 4-1. Top of the first, this game just went underway in Los Angeles. We have the Orioles and the Angels all tied up. The game just started. And the game this game just about to go underway. We have the Mets at the Giants. And a final score in Cleveland, we have the Guardians beating the Red Sox 4-1. The Reds beating the Phillies 8-1. Wah, wah. That was sucked. And the Pirates beating the Brewers 2-1. And the Detroit Tigers over the Tampa Bay Rays 4-2. That's a final. The Yankees beat the A's at home 4-3. And the Braves blanked the Marlins 5-zip. All right. Oh, I messed up there. That was the Broad Street bottom line. I did not play. I did not play our video, but I got another nice ad for you guys. All right, Phillies fans, come on down to sherrystickets.com. Sherry's Ticket Town. Save 10% off with our promo code EOP10. That's right. You can get sports tickets, concert tickets, theater tickets, great prices, no hidden fees. That's right. When you go to other ticket places, you go and check out your tickets, you go to the cart, you're in there, all of a sudden there's $20 in convenience fees, all types of BS fees, surcharge fees, fees for the fees. You got all those fees in there. Sherry's Tickets, you don't have none of that nonsense. No BS. www.sherrystickets.com, family owned and operated since 1946. And if you don't want to go online, you give them a ring, 610-494-5050. Thought I saw another comment. That's right. Star Wars saying the Astros are not that good. No, they are not. Oh, shoot. Actually, I did round the bases. Man, I'm all over the place right now. Hold on. All right, this is our Broad Street bottom line. Well, the bottom line is the Phillies played like doo-doo tonight. They lost 8-1. They didn't have the bats weren't working for them. They went right-handed centric against left-handed Andrew Abbott. Couldn't do squat. Only put up one run. The pitching wasn't much better. They gave up 8 runs, and the Reds were all over us. They got some pop in that lineup. They're a pretty good team, a lot better than that the mess of teams that came in, those AAA squads in Colorado Rockies and Chicago White Sox. The White Sox may challenge for the worst record of all time. It's possible they don't even win 40 games. I wouldn't be surprised. So what do the Phillies got to do? Well, they got to reset, right? You can't win every game in baseball. Tomorrow, you got Turnbull, right? Our stopper, our number 5 guy is our stopper, right? He's going to stop the losing streak. We just lost one game. It's okay. I know it sucked. But going against Nick Lodolo, who's a pretty decent pitcher. He's a lot better than Abbott. Phillies could have their hands full with this guy, so it's important that they play good defense, play mistake-free baseball, and help out or Help out Turnbull with the defense. Let Turnbull do his thing. Try and play smart ball. You know, don't try and hit run home runs when nobody's on base, right? Just try and play to your strengths. Try not to leave a bunch of guys on base. If we really left 23 guys on base tonight, you can't do that, or you're going to lose a lot of games if that happens a lot. All right. Let me see here. I feel like I'm missing something. We got one more ad for you guys. Do we got one more ad or two? Yeah, just one more. All right. All right, hey y'all, got my main man here, David R. Cherry. If you get hurt from the Cherry Law Firm, excuse me, if you get hurt at work in a motor vehicle accident, personal injury, or affected by criminal law, you call David R. Cherry of the Cherry Firm. He is the man with the plan. Call 610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com. Let David Archerry fight for your rights. Again, that number is 610-565-0300 or go to cherrysinjurylaw.com. Handles workers' compensation, motor vehicle accidents, personal injury, criminal law. He does it all. Give him a call. All right, a couple more comments here. Jameson says Trey Turner has a 147 WRC and a 1-point WAR already, although De La Cruz has a 172 WRC plus and a 1.1 WAR. For as good as Trey has been, De La Cruz is doing better. Yeah, De La Cruz is a great player. But and you know what? I was going to say one thing that Trey's doing that Ellie isn't is doing mistake-free baseball, but we know Trey has his share of errors. I believe during the telecast, McCarthy said Ellie has 5 errors. So I don't know if I don't think Trey has 5 yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. He might be close to that number. Ellis says, checking in. Hey, Ellis, Phillies got to regroup on Wednesday. Yeah, we got to get back at it. Start another winning streak. Jameson says, Shohei's numbers are insane, by the way. Dude is batting .368 and leads the major league in basically every category. The only person better than him is Mookie Betts, and they're on the same team. Yeah. The Dodgers are disgusting, right? I mean, the embarrassment of riches. You got guys batting like 6th, 7th in their lineup that would be batting like 3, 4th, 3 or 4 in other people's lineups, right? They're sick, top to bottom. Yeah, they're going to be tough for the Phils, no doubt. Star Wars says Ranger Suarez pitching success proves team's patience pays off. Yeah, Star Wars, that's a nice headline there. Certainly does. Ranger has a nice little scoreless pitching streak of 25 innings going. I don't know what the record is. I want to say it's Oral Hershiser, and I wanted to say it was like 50-some innings, but I got to double check that. But right now, Suarez has a nice little streak going. It's great to see. He's cool as hell, man. Cool as a cucumber. He's the man. All right. So yeah, about to sign off here in a minute, but I just want to let you guys know, make sure you're checking out all our great content at EOP Sports, EOPsports.com. Check us out on all social media platforms. We got tons of great content covering all sports, and we have a new morning show. It's been going on the past 2 days now. Phil Stifel's hosting it. Check it out every mornings, Monday through Friday. And he also has a golf show. I believe that's on Tuesdays. Fairway to Heaven. That's a great name. I love that. So check us all out. And let me just show you what we got going on the Phillies final here. Coming up, you had me tonight, and tomorrow we got Pat Bernard, and Thursday we have Big Al. And the round out the week here, Friday, you got yours truly, Big Sal G Philly on Twitter. Give me a follow. Say what's up. We'll chat. Saturday, you got Big Al again, and Sunday, you got Pat Bernard. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. I appreciate it, and I hope you all have a good night. Take care. Peace.